One day, a young monk asked the Buddha, "Master, what is the greatest trap that virtue can create?" The Buddha smiled and replied, "Believing that being good means being weak." In a distant region, where the mountains touched the sky and the valleys held ancient secrets, there stood a large tree by the side of a busy road. It was the most beautiful tree in the area. Its branches stretched majestically, offering comforting shade to travelers. Yet, no one dared to approach it. The reason? A venomous snake had made that tree its home. It was no ordinary snake. Its bite was known to be fatal, and its reputation had spread across neighboring villages. Merchants changed their routes. Farmers abandoned nearby fields. Children were warned from an early age, never go near that tree. The snake lived in a constant state of alert. To it, every sound was a threat. Every movement, a potential attack. Over the years, fear hardened into fierce aggression. It would strike before even being threatened, convinced that this was the only way to survive. On a particularly peaceful morning, a traveling monk passed through the village. He carried only a begging bowl and wore a simple, worn robe. When he saw the magnificent tree, his eyes lit up. It was the perfect place for his morning meditation. The villagers, seeing the monk heading toward the tree, rushed to warn him. "Venerable sir," they shouted, "that tree is home to a deadly snake. No one who approaches it returns unharmed." But the monk simply smiled and continued on his way. When he reached the tree, he sat down calmly, closed his eyes, and began to meditate. The snake, sensing an intruder, emerged from its den, hissing threateningly, its body coiled and ready to strike. But something stopped it. The monk opened his eyes and looked directly at the snake. Not with fear, not with hatred, but with a compassion the snake had never experienced before. "Why are you so afraid?" the monk asked softly. The snake, surprised that someone would speak to it, replied defensively, "I'm not afraid. Everyone is afraid of me. How dare you sit in my territory?" But the monk maintained his serene smile. "I see much fear in your eyes, little sister. Each of your attacks is born from the terror of being attacked. Each bite, a cry for help." Those words pierced deep into the snake's heart. For the first time, someone had seen beyond its scales, beyond its venom. "But how will I survive if I don't attack?" the snake asked, its voice now softer. "There is a difference between defending yourself and attacking out of fear," the monk replied. "You can keep your fangs without poisoning your soul with hatred." The monk's words sparked a profound transformation in the snake. In the days that followed, it stopped attacking indiscriminately. It began observing travelers with curiosity instead of fear. But its change had unexpected consequences. When the villagers noticed that the snake no longer attacked, their attitude shifted. Fear gave way to cruelty. Children began throwing stones. Adults poked it with sticks. Some even tried to drag it by its tail. Months later, the monk returned and found the snake injured, its body marked by blows and bruises. "See what your wisdom has brought me," the snake lamented. "Since I stopped attacking, everyone mistreats me." The monk knelt beside it. "Dear sister, I asked you to let go of the venom of hatred in your heart, not your natural fangs. You can hiss, you can show your fangs, you can stand your ground, all without carrying the weight of hatred. True wisdom lies in finding the balance between compassion and strength." This ancient story reveals a profound truth about kindness and strength, two qualities many believe to be opposites, but are, in fact, like the two wings of a bird. How often have you felt like that snake? Perhaps at work, where your kindness is seen as weakness, or in relationships, where your goodness is interpreted as permission to be hurt. The dilemma is real and universal. This channel grows not only through stories and reflections, but through the actions of each one of you. When you subscribe, when you leave a like, you help strengthen the channel, and the message that helped you can reach many others who need it too. Make a difference right now. Subscribe, leave a like, and don't forget to check the pinned comment for more resources that can transform your life. We've created a free mini ebook on how to apply ancient practices of silence and clarity in your daily life, designed for those who wish to cultivate this wisdom in real-life moments. But pay close attention to the monk's wisdom. He did not ask the snake to become defenseless. He asked it to let go of hatred. There is a crucial difference between defensive strength and destructive aggression. It's like a loving parent who sets firm boundaries, or a leader who can be both kind and decisive at the same time. True strength is not in hurting others, but in staying true to your values even when challenged. Think of great leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. or Mahatma Gandhi. They were peaceful, but never passive. They were kind, but unwavering in their principles. Here is a transformative truth. Your fangs, your ability to set boundaries, to say no, to stand your ground, are natural gifts. There is no shame in using them. The wisdom lies in doing so without hatred, without the desire for revenge, without bitterness. Imagine a strong and flexible tree. When the wind blows, it bends but does not break. Its roots are deep, its trunk is firm, but its branches dance with the breeze. This is true strength, flexible, yet unshakable. How can you apply this today? Start by identifying situations where your kindness is being mistaken for weakness. Practice saying no with gentleness. Set boundaries with compassion. Remember, you can hiss without biting. You can show your fangs without attacking. Ancient wisdom teaches us that true power lies not in dominating others, but in mastering oneself. It's not about never showing your fangs. It's about choosing wisely when to use them.